tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens in Baltimore, Maryland, as we'll see a team from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Army Black Knights offense will go on the attack first. The Army-Navy game is always full of twists. Last year, just a week after the Black Knights of the Hudson had won the American Conference Championship, a resurgent Navy squad with emphasis took the victory in America's game.
Yeah, Navy put up points early and often and made Army throw the football. And Jesse, we know how that goes. This is not a throw team like that. Neither one of these teams want to throw the ball consistently. Army with 3 picks a year ago because they got put in that situation. I bet they're going to be focusing on that today.
Yeah, there are some games where Army throws the ball just 3 times a game. 3 interceptions, that was the difference. You know what you're going to see in this one. It's triple option Navy, triple option Army, and which defense does a better job playing assignment football and shutting that down?
Leaves it with the running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go read option left on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Black Knights are on the move. With jet sweep pass. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
The option look. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. So Navy's offense will take the field for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Black Knights have moved it inside the 20. Gets the back moving. Sticks it in his belly. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Navy will go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Midshipmen trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. He'll keep it himself. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Running the read option left to start the drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The kick is on its way, and nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. The Midshipmen will try to convert on 3rd down as we open this period. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Horvat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Black Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. On the run, it's Reed. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. On On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Black Knights are rolling down the field. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it inside the 10. Now second and goal from the 9. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Army!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. Handoff to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Chapman. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the toss. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking for a man, it's Horvath. Release to the back. Got his man on the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw, and he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Chapman. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Big fullback's got it. He breaks a tackle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing 2nd, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
The Black Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Got rid of it just in time.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Navy will go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Horvath. He'll pull it down and run. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Navy will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll run the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Motion from the back. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Finds a little space. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for room, it's Reed. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the big fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. Here comes the option. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Gets the back moving. On the option. He'll toss it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The give to the fullback. Breaks the tackle. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And the offense will take that. Man, you just wanted this first down on 4th and short, but get the big gain now. Create some momentum, man. Now do you stay aggressive, keep the foot to the accelerator, and go try to get some big points.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Howard. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Navy will have it with a first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the option, it's Horvath. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. Sends it back in motion. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the move, it's Reed. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The option look. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So So we open the final period with a third down play. A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. He'll do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's short. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Punt is on its way. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Navy offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Now the pitch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Scanning the field, it's Horvath. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Kent. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Run it with the fullback. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the big fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Midshipmen! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll power it inside with the fullback, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Uncorks one. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chapman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Reading the option, it's Horvat. There he goes! He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Fullback's got it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reed. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's short. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Turns it loose. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Black Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He wants it all. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He'll take it himself. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors. As both teams sing their alma mater, the victors sing second, and that honor will go to the Midshipmen. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.